Hey, yo, Danny, how you feeling about these?
Ooh, of course, I go on like the Travis, the ones, man. Those might be one of my grails for real.
I would say no. I think it's solid. Better than the fragment Travis ones. I think that's just a staple in the shoot sneaker culture. So I might do it, but $1,500 right now.
I mean, they're fire, but you're not for real though, right? Like, just get them used or something.
That's the thing though. Is if I buy these, I got the money for it, but I'm broke after that. You know? So it's like
I would say just save up, man.
Just save up for it.
I mean that's a car payment right there. That's more than a car payment.
I'm gonna say that's you ain't wrong. I could use that money.
Yeah.
No, I'll pass on it. Yo, no. Oh my.
Nah.
Oh, I pressed the wrong button, my guy.
Bro.
Okay. I'm gonna have to call StockX and get that canceled. I mean, they cancel orders, right?
Nah, man. Hey, the fit's gonna be fire though. The fit's gonna be fire.
Welcome back to 94 Feet, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kade Cameron, joined here by Danny Stipanovich. And, I'm happy to say it, after an 82-game regular season, a 4-game plan, we have finally made one of the best times of the year, the NBA playoffs. We already got one game locked in right now, Jazz Mavericks. They're right now in the second quarter. Well, we're going to start right there. We're just going to start with NBA playoffs. We're going to go into fit of the week, hot or not, with Giannis Antetokounmpo, the reigning Finals MVP. Before we get into all that, Danny, what are you wearing today? I like the fit, by the way.
Thank you, appreciate that, Kate. Busting out the Spartan Greens. I was looking at my closet this morning. I said, I want to get through all the sneakers I have right now, get them through the show. So I don't think I've worn the Spartan Greens yet. I got another shoe next week that I haven't worn yet.
All right, I'm excited about it.
And then, Patagonia shorts, the ones you got, a little vintage tie-dye tee, and then Ace hat up top.
I was going to say that team might be going along with who you might be have going to the finals too.
Yes, sir.
So, all right, with me, I got the cool gray Londons. I think I've worn them on the show before. I could be mistaken there, but I'm pretty sure we've done enough shows. It's hard to remember sometimes. The black cargo pants. I know I've worn the shirt before, but the Arizona State Rose Bowl shirt from 1997, and then the PB&J Diamondbacks hat club exclusive. All right, I already went through the rundown. Danny, let's get into it. The NBA playoffs. We'll go through that first round matchup. And the one starting right now with the Jazz and Mavericks. What's your take on where you think this one could go?
Well, I feel like, this isn't a surprise. Right now, the Jazz are losing to the Mavericks 32-39. No Luka Doncic, huge for the Mavs. And, I was ready to say, even before I saw the Mavs were winning, that I'm still going to take the Mavs over the Jazz. I think we said this last week. We both were going to take the Mavs if these teams matched up. And, I've just been off on the Jazz all year. They started off the year really hot. I remember they were the 2 seed. Since then, they lost Joe Ingles. And they've kind of just fallen off. This Donovan Mitchell-Rudy Gobert duo, I think it's run its course. And the Jazz, they've had, for the past few years, they've had their chances. They've had such a stacked team. But this year, just not. I know they have Jordan Clarkson off the bench, but they're playing Royce O'Neal, Daniel House. Those guys don't scare me. Hassan Whiteside. I mean, how many times have we've seen him bounce around the last few years? Juancho Hernan Gomez. I know he's getting his own movie. I don't know if you've seen that.
Oh, I haven't.
Yeah, he's getting his own movie, but he doesn't scare me. Like in this Mavs team, no Luka Doncic, but we've said this before. They have the wings: Brunson, Kleber, DFS. They can throw different guys on Mitchell and any wing players. Spencer Dinwiddie and Davis Bertans. That was a huge trade. We said that on the trade winners and losers episode. We said this was a slept-on trade that was huge. Now that Luka's gone down, Spencer Dinwiddie, 10 points in the first quarter. Huge contributor. He's going to get you a bucket. I got Mavs winning this in 6.
Yeah, no, I like that. I like Mavs 6. It's going back to Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell, their little chemistry thing running their course. It ain't a good look when a reporter asks about a team's chemistry to the head coach and Quinn Snyder says, I've seen them eat lunch a few times together. Like, that ain't good. So, yeah.
Well, even Quinn Snyder, he's in talks for, moving on from the Jazz.
Exactly.
He's,
and honestly,
he's in talks for the next Lakers head coaching job. I know he said he doesn't want it anymore, but for a while, do you really want your coach who's should be prepping for a playoff game, answering questions about where he's gonna coach next year. It's like, who you got winning this series?
No, I agree with that. I think I got Mavs in 6. Especially, I mean, the way they're playing right now. If the Mavericks come away with a win tonight without Luka, I mean, that's already a massive step in the right direction, because you'd think that pretty much right when Luka comes back in, the Mavericks are going to kind of run away with that series. Easy said, done. So if they get a win tonight, or not tonight, but this morning pretty much, I think, I mean, honestly, I'd say this. If the Mavericks going to win this morning and they get Luka back for Game 2 or Game 3, you're looking at Mavericks probably winning in 5 too. I could see that happen as well. The Jazz just aren't that scary of a team, I feel like. I mean, you got Gobert, you got Mitchell, and really I feel like that's the depth that they have. And you look at the two players right there, I mean, Gobert, former Defensive Player of the Year. He's good, don't get me wrong, but I feel like he's just, you know how to play him now, you know? Like,
yeah.
you know that you just got to worry about him on the defensive side. Offensive side of the ball, it's whatever, you can lock him down, whatnot. Donovan Mitchell, he's great, but pretty much running by himself is the only like solid guard that they have. It don't work out for me.
I mean, I feel like we've been saying this all year. It's time for the Jazz to get a number 2, a formidable number 2. Not Rudy Gobert, who's a defensive anchor, but number 2 scoring option.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the best option I could see. Yeah, I just, again, like I said, I think the Jazz are kind of done with it. Mavs looking good this season. And again, when you have somebody like Luka, that's the most important thing, because Luka's a guy that he is going to continuously produce, especially in the postseason. The Mavs are a decent team by themselves. When you got a guy like Luka, that's obviously a massive step up in the right direction. So yeah, I see the Mavs kind of running away with this one. I say 6. If they win today, they go 5.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next one, Timberwolves, Grizzlies. That Timberwolves team was getting a lot of heat on Twitter for their celebration after their play-in win against the Clippers, but how are they going to do against the Grizzlies? A Grizzlies team that's doing really good this season. One of the youngest, one of the youngest teams in the league. What are you seeing out of this series?
Kade, I've been researching, the past couple of days on this Grizzlies team, and Kade, I'm falling in love with this Grizzlies team, man. I don't know. Am I going to take them to win the West?
I see. Here's my thing with the Grizzlies. Yes, they're a great team, but they would be the youngest team in finals history to make they'd be the youngest team in finals history. They don't have that build. They don't have that passion. They don't have that build. Do I see them going to the conference finals? 100%. I could see it happening, but I just do not see them winning the Western Conference this year. Well,
let's break down this series like you're going to do.
Exactly.
Timberwolves. I don't know if this is a hot take, but I think I see the Grizzlies sweeping the Timberwolves, honestly. Timberwolves coming off, such a high emotional win. They won the NBA championship, according to them. But even more than that, their best player, Karl Anthony Towns, fouled out. 11 point. He went 11-5-3 against the Clippers in that play-in game. And is he just mentally tough for playoff basketball? We're not sure. They haven't done anything. He's been on the Wolves for years. They finally have a good team around him. D'Lo, Ant gonna be a problem, but those guys don't really play defense. I know Cat does, but they're going up against a Grizzlies team that's fast. They lead the league in fast break points, second chance points, points in the paint, loose balls per game, just hustle players all around. Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, Dylan Brooks, they got the wings. JJJ, who was in the mix for most improved and defensive player of the year. And then they got hustle players off the bench too. Brandon Clark. This Grizzlies team, I feel like they're just going to be too fast for a Timberwolves team that really has Patrick Beverly as their defensive anchor.
Yeah,
Cat down low, maybe, but on the wings, I feel like the Grizzlies' wings are just going to be too fast for this Timberwolves team.
See, I definitely think the Grizzlies are winning. And this might be a hot take in itself. I have this series going 7.
Ooh.
I think
we're on opposite sides on this one.
Well, I mean, in a sense, because we both got the Grizzlies winning. But I think Cat obviously had a bad game against the Clippers. I think he's going to bounce back there. Obviously, Pat Bev, he's going to be a menace. He's going to be the way he is. He's going to be getting into the heads of all the Grizzlies players.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I see, and this is where it comes down to it, just the age of that Grizzlies team. I feel like, again, mentally, they're just not all quite there yet. So I do think that Pat Bev's maybe a little bit at the beginning of the series, but I think obviously they're going to shake him off. And then obviously, as you said, Ant, D'Lo don't really play defense, but at the same time, they're going to be weapons on the offensive side as well. I think you're looking at this as possibly the highest scoring series of the first round, but again, the Grizzlies are going to look good. As we talked about, I can definitely see them going to the Western Conference Finals. But I think that the Timberwolves are going to give them a little bit too much to work with that first round. It's going to be a learning experience from them.
For both teams, really.
Exactly, for both teams. The Grizzlies are going to take that into the second round pretty well. But yeah, I just do not see the Grizzlies playing as clean as a series as they'd like to. So I got Grizzlies in 7. Going on to the next one, this is the third game 3 for today, but the third series we're talking about, Raptors-Sixers. I feel like this could possibly be one of the series of the first round. I feel like the Raptors team is a little bit slept on. Sixers, obviously, a lot of people have been keeping close eyes on them, especially after the Ben Simmons James Harden trade. But yeah, Danny, how you feeling about this one?
Kate, I told you I was going to come at you with the hot takes, and I've been off the Sixers all year.
Oh yeah.
Give me the Raptors in 7 over the Philly Sixers.
That's not a terrible take.
Maybe I'll go. Yeah. I'll go 7 because if this goes game 7, no way, no how is Doc Rivers winning a game 7, even if it's at Philly. I've been saying this for months, Cade. The Sixers team, they're choke artists. James Harden, last 10 games, 20 points per game, but shooting 37% from the field. Not playing his best basketball to end the year. Embiid, 16 and 18 in the playoffs. Hasn't won anything. He'll be a matchup problem for the Raptors for sure. But Pascal Siakam, I feel like, is going to be even more of a matchup problem for the Philadelphia Sixers. Just last week, the Raptors beat Philly 119-114. Pascal Siakam, Mr. Spin Move, put up a little triple-double, 37, 12, and 10. Listen, I know people like to clown on him because he really doesn't have a bag, but listen, he's too tall for Thibault, who's only playing half the series.
Yeah, exactly.
Because he's all into hallucinogenic treatments. He doesn't want to get the vaccine. So I don't know. He's too tall for him. He's too fast for Embiid, and he's too tall and fast for Danny Green. So I don't know what they're going to do with Siakam. And the Raptors, they can throw wings at James Harden, who's already struggling, like I said. Scotty Barnes, they got maybe Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes?
Yeah, I think it'd go Mobley.
Okay.
But
Mobley or Scotty?
Barnes, he was up there for a long time, too, when it came to a Rookie of the Year.
Exactly. And like I said, this April 7th, when the Raptors beat Philly, they were throwing Siakam at Harden, too, who was able to run with him. They had Gary Trent Jr. to throw at him. And, key piece that the Raptors finally got back the last game of the season, OG Anunoby. He had a rough regular season finale, but that's another defensive wing. I think last year he led the league in steals. This is going to be a great series. I can't wait to see the Philadelphia Sixers and Doc Rivers choke another season. And also just coaching mismatch. Doc Rivers, Nick Nurse. Give me Nick Nurse 7 days out of the week.
As well.
Who you got in this one, Cade?
Yeah, I think it's going 7 as well. I don't know.
Take the Sixers.
I think I have to because you got a possible MVP candidate in Joel Embiid. I know a lot of people are giving it to Jokic. I think Embiid honestly deserves it. I mean, one of the biggest stats coming out of it is you have the center winning the scoring title for the first time since Shaq. That's massive in itself. I see the Sixers coming away with it in 7. I was a little bit high on them for a little bit. I thought that the Sixers had a possible chance of getting to the finals. I just don't see that same strength anymore. I think you can see them getting knocked out in the second round. And if I'm correct, I think they're that 4-5 matchup, which means that they set up for the Heat. Because if they play the Heat the second round, then I think you're looking at possibly seeing them. Whoever wins this game goes to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Wow.
I'll say that right now. I think I got the Sixers, but I think whoever wins that series goes to the Eastern Conference Finals. Doesn't win it necessarily, but they go to it.
You're not scared of the Heat?
Nah. I mean, I know a lot of people are trashing on them, but I mean, we talked about it here. If the Nets were to get that 8 seed, I think there was a chance that the Nets would have taken them down in the first round. So, yeah, I got Sixers in 7. All right, last one for today's slate of games. We got Nuggets Warriors. I think this is a coin flip. I think that you can honestly look at this going both ways. But yeah, Danny, how do you think it feels?
Really, you think it's a coin flip? The only reason why I would say it would be a coin flip, I don't think it's going to be though, is because Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, and Steph Curry, they've played. How many games do you think they've played, Kate, together this season?
Oh, geez, probably. I mean,
Take a
I'd say
guess.
probably like 12.
12 games?
Yeah.
11 minutes. They've played
Oh.
11 minutes all year.
Yeah, that's bad. Well, and they're starting this game without. Are they starting the series without Steph too?
Exactly.
So that's tough.
So this Warriors team, they're vulnerable, but I think they get it done. They've been here before. For Steve Kerr, it's really just how do you contain Jokic. I'll take the Warriors in 6.
Warriors in 6.
Yeah.
See, I
It's a tough one, man.
exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I like to pick. I'm not against it. I don't know. I think the Nuggets, again, just going with the possible MVP candidate with Jokic, I just feel like that's enough to power the Nuggets to the second round. But again, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if I see the Warriors win. I wouldn't be surprised if the Nuggets win. I personally have the Nuggets winning. I think they're winning in... I'll give it 6. I think Nuggets in 6, I think that's reasonable. I think they'll split the series in Golden State, and then the Nuggets are going to run away with the series in Denver. But,
Okay, I just trust Draymond Green on Jokic. I know he's undersized, but I'll trust Draymond to contain Jokic. And then you live with Will Barton, Aaron Gordon to shoot you at the gym. Monte Morris, I'm not going to trust those guys. I'll take the Warriors.
Okay. Yeah, no, Warriors. I got Nuggets in 6. Okay, going to tomorrow's slate of games, we got Hawks Heat. Again, Heat getting a little bit of trash thrown on them. I think this is a good matchup for the Heat, though. Yeah, Danny, how you feeling about this?
Bring out the brooms again, I think, Cade.
Really?
Sweet. I think it might be Miami in 4. The Hawks, second in offense, but 26 in defense. This team doesn't play defense. This Miami team, I think they just got too many guys that the Hawks won't be able to guard, honestly. Key return for Miami. Last game of the season, who came back? Who rose from the dead? Victor Oladipo.
Yeah, he's back.
He's played 20 games for them the past 2 years, but he started for the first time all year, the regular season finale. He played 35 minutes, shot 59% from the field. He made 9 3-pointers, dropped 40 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists. He's back. This team has too many bodies that the Hawks just won't be able to guard. I mean, they got DeAndre Hunter as their defensive anchor, and that's about it. They got Jimmy Butler, 21 points per game. Bam. He's Trae Young and Clint Capella, Capella or Gallinari. They just eat on the pick and roll, right? Bam, I feel like Bam, he'll be able to switch on to Trae Young and contain with him. He's one of those bigs that he can move with the guards. I feel like
exactly.
So, and then you got obviously Tyler Hero off the bench, 20 points per game, and then the Miami Heat, they'll be able to throw bodies at Trae Young, PJ Tucker. I feel like he'll be able to move with Trae. Obviously Depot. Max Strus, Caleb Martin, they just got bodies, and I think this will be a Miami Heat sweep.
Well, and even then, I mean, you look at, again, the Hawks with, I mean, it looks like they're going to go the series possibly without Clint Capella, too, with a hyperextended knee, so that definitely does not help them.
And obviously they don't have John Collins.
Exactly, so all I'll say is this. I think Hawks are going to have one game where Trae Young absolutely goes off. I think it's going to be Game 3 in Atlanta. Outside of that, Heat just rolling with it. So I got Heat in 5 in this one.
I'll switch my pick off. I'll go Heat in 5 too.
Heat in 5.
Sorry.
Like I said, I think Trae Young's going to have that one game where he goes off and takes advantage of just every opportunity he gets. So I'll go Heat in 5.
Maybe a little 40 piece.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's done it before. He can do it again. All right. Again, a matchup that I think a lot of people are anticipating. Nets Celtics. I don't think it's going to be as close as everybody says.
Okay, I'm with you. I think. I don't know what team you're going with, but I'm going Celtics.
No, I'm going Celtics too, yeah.
Celtics in 6? Maybe. I was thinking 5, but I think 5 is going to be a hot take. So I'm going to go Celtics in 6.
So I like Celtics in 6. Robert Williams coming back is going to be the biggest thing. I don't think he's coming back this series. I think they're going to hold him off until the second round. I like Celtics in 6. I think the Nets are going to have one big game in Boston, one big game in Brooklyn. outside. Actually, I'll say this. I think the Nets are going to go up 2-1 in the series, coming out of Game 3, and Celtics are going to run away with it from
I
that
don't
point
think
on.
so. I think the Celtics are actually going to run away with it in Game 1 because this Nets team. I'll start with Kyrie Irving. He's won 2 playoff series without LeBron. He finally got past the vaccine mandates or whatever. He's able to play. He's played 10 games in a row now. They went 6-4, but he had games of 11 points, 16 points, and 18 points. So conditioning, it might just be weird playing that many games for him. But this Nets team, they have no depth. They don't play defense. Kyrie doesn't. Seth Curry, he put up 0 points in 33 minutes, a little goose egg in the play-in game. Patty Mills has completely fallen off the earth. People in Brooklyn don't know what happened to him. He can't shoot anymore. They're gonna play Bruce Brown 40 minutes a game. Do you trust him in the playoffs, Bruce Brown? I don't.
I mean, he's put up some decent numbers, but yeah, when you're talking about a full playoff series, yeah, I don't see it happening.
Yeah, and the biggest question, Ben Simmons, how is he gonna fit? He hasn't played basketball in 11 months since he got booed out of Philly, and they're expecting him back or hoping he'll be back. I know he'll fit in well, but when you just throw in a new guy in your rotation when the playoffs start, I'm not trusting that.
Yeah, no, I don't trust that either. And I think that's what's going to happen is you're going to see Ben Simmons come in later in the series when the Celtics get back in it. And then it's just gonna it's gonna be a last desperation shot for the Nets. I'm leaving in the first round again. I think I got Celtics in 6. Nets going up in the series in the first 3 games, but Celtics running away with it. All right, I think this has a high potential for a possible sweep. Bulls-Bucks. Bulls not playing as good as they used to at the beginning of the season. I mean, DeMar kind of fell off there a little bit. Still doing fantastic, but just not doing what he was doing back in February, early March. I think Bucks running away with this one. Possible sweep.
Oh, you got to make a pick. Eh?
No, I think I got to go sweep on this one.
I'm going to go sweep too.
Yeah, Bucks in 4. I think Bucks are such a solid team, especially in the playoffs. You can't go against the Bucks right now.
I'll go. It's really not even going against the Bucks. I just don't trust this Bulls team. Who their stars on the team don't play any defense. DeMar, Levine. They went 19-22 against on the road. They went 0-4 against the Bucks in the regular season. Against teams over 600 as of March 4th, they were 2-13. It's just we've said this all year. The Bulls don't beat the good teams. I think the Bucks are gonna run away with it. I think they were favored by 9.5 game 1. I think I'm gonna take the 9.5. I could see this being 12-point win. Give me the Bucks in 4, like you said.
Yeah, no, Bucks in 4 easily.
Who's gonna guard Giannis, man?
Nobody. No, nobody's actually putting up solid numbers against Giannis. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
All right, last series of the first round, we got Pelicans Suns. Pelicans sneaking in there. They got a little lucky that Paul George got put on the COVID protocol list. But yeah, Suns Pelicans. Again, oh my god. I'll say this. It's very close to a sweep, but I think Pelicans are going to get one on the Suns, so I'll go.
Really?
Yeah,
I was going to say the same.
Suns in 5. We've talked about it in the past with this show. I don't want to get my hopes up with the Suns team. Best team in the league. Stats back them up to prove it. But at the same time, we had that finals loss last year. You don't want to get your hopes up too high early on. So, yeah, I think Suns are going to have a pretty easy first round against the Pelicans. But, yeah, I got them in 5.
I'll go 5 too. Pelicans, they got some bodies. Like they got some players. Herb Jones, great defensive wing. CJ McCollum, vet scorer. Bi. I could see the Pelicans. I want to say stealing 2, but
I can't see 2. I was going to say. I mean, I think if you're stealing 2, you're talking about just poor performances in our front court, in the front court for the Suns.
Yeah.
I think DA. I mean, this is a big series for DA right here. This is a series where I think you see DA go off and start seeing his former playoff self come up again. I like the Suns in this one a lot. I'm happy. I mean, I kind of wanted the Clippers just because I wanted that rematch of the Western Conference Finals just to whoop them again, but. I got Suns over the Pelicans.
I'll go in 4 too. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's like they can't guard DA or CP3. They don't got guards to guard them.
What it takes to. I mean, when you got the Suns starting lineup on the floor, it's kind of hard to guard them all. So I get that. No, I'll go Suns in 5, though. I think
Okay.
the Pelicans, I think they'll get one in New Orleans, but that's about it. All right, that's our NBA talk for today. The playoffs are here. That's what matters. All right, let's go into Fit of the Week real quick. Danny, who you got for your Fit of the Week?
Kate, I'm trying to close you off, man.
Oh, God.
I'm going with the GOAT of the fashion world, Shai Gilgeous. Rocking maybe like a little sweatsuit going on, gray sweatsuit. I saw this earlier in the week, and I said, Kate, I need to get this fit. He's got the gray sweats, gray crew neck with the dunks on feet. He's keeping it casual, athleisure. Got the do-rag up top, and he's iced out. This is just a fire, clean fit. I'm going to finish you off this week, Kate, and then next week you're going to have to plan out how you want to wear your Goodwill fit.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that one. But going with the early 2000s look for Shai.
Okay.
But no, with me, it's so tough with the playoffs starting. You don't got that same amount of versatility with it. I'm going Terrence Mann. Going with the monochrome look. Going with that beige look, something you don't see too often. I mean, I feel like with monochrome it's a little different. Got the sweater up top. Again, that beige color, or I guess you call it a cream color pants. You got the white shirt underneath. Don't know what shoes he's rocking.
Yeah, are those runners? I was gonna say definitely designer.
Oh yeah, designer for sure. But yeah, I couldn't tell you what shoes they are. But hey, the fit works well. So make sure you guys head over to our social media page, Instagram, Twitter, to vote for who you think is going to be Fit of the Week winner this week. Guys, I hate to say it, but if I lose, I got to put on some really trash fit. I don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that. It's not going to look pretty. So, yeah, go head over to social media, vote on that. And then something we haven't done in a while, now to kind of wrap up the show, hot or not, with, like I said, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the finals MVP.
Yeah, we're switching it up, trying to go not with a fashion icon. And we'll check out what Giannis is hitting. First outfit, Kate, is this hot or not?
Hold on, let me pull it up real
Okay,
quick.
I'll start with it. Giannis, I'm sorry, man. You got to step up your drip, bro. He's got the carpet hoodie on. The Travis ones are fire, but I don't know about with the green hoodie. I'm gonna go not on this first fit.
I was gonna say. I mean, you got a nice staple piece up top with the. I don't know what brand that is, but I like the hoodie. It's a nice little carpet hoodie, you got a nice setup right there. But I feel like also just as a big guy, it's kind of hard to get some good clothing in. So, I'll go hot on this one. It's a weird mix-up, with the Travis ones, lows down on feet, and the green hoodie up top. So it's a little different, but it's not terrible.
Okay, it's about to be 11:27. Are we gonna go until we get kicked out, or
no? We'll go through this real quick.
Okay.
I mean, if nobody's out there, we'll just go through this real
Okay.
quick. All right, second one. This is something you'd see some high schooler come up to class with, thinking he's all dripped out. After Christmas, got his Nike jacket on with the Nike sweatpants. Got maybe the new pair of Jordans. That looks like a high school fit.
It's the clothes are a little too tight, Giannis.
Yeah,
we could loosen them up a little bit. He's got the fours on, right? Or are those four?
I think those are 5.
I can't tell.
Those
They're
are
cut
5s.
off.
Those are 6s. I don't know.
I can't really tell. We only see half the shoe, but he's got the military green with the. He's going camo this time.
Yeah, something like that.
I'm gonna go not again. Too
no,
basic. Sorry, Giannis.
No, very basic, very simple. Yeah. I mean, hey, comfortable, but nothing crazy. This one ain't too bad. I was gonna say it's simple.
I'm going hot. I really like the polo bear tee. It's a little undersized. It's cut off on his waist. The joggers are pretty fire. Going with the 9s, I think. Right, 9s.
Those are the 12s.
12s. Okay. It's tough when you only see half the shoe, but I'm gonna go hot on this one just because I kind of feel bad, even though I would switch up the shoes.
Yeah, no, I'd switch up the shoes too. I think even though the shirt is a little bit undersized, I think it works well with the pants he's wearing, since it's a little bit more of a slim fit pair of pants.
That's true.
So I like the look itself. I'm going hot on this one too. All right, yeah, I'd rock it.
The T carries it.
Yeah, the T carries it. And then actually, I think the next one's my favorite. I mean, very casual, very simple, at leisure. But you're going with the UNC
ones.
Yeah, the UNC ones on, or I guess UNC ones on. You got the Dreamville 2-piece on. I think that's a hot. I mean, it's simple, it's clean. I mean, you can go out there, rock it.
Yeah.
Maybe throw on a chain in there, get some accessories, Giannis.
There we
go.
go.
Got that finals money. Go get some accessories. Make it the best.
ice out, maybe some rings or something. I'm gonna go hot with this. I can't say not on a Dreamville fit, right?
Exactly. It's a good look. Everything works well together. And even with the Jordans, I mean, that's just like it kind of gives me those vibes like the classic like Jordan ads.
Yeah.
Like just kind of like that.
I also like how it's a basic fit up top, and then the shoes pop.
Exactly.
The bright
like,
blue.
Yeah, the emphasis on the shoes, but you're not taking away from the outfit itself. That's the nice part about it. No, so I mean, we're only doing 4 pictures today. Again, like I said, Giannis isn't really known as that big showstopper when it comes to fashion, but he's got something. He's got some things to work with. Hopefully, something we'll see him start getting into it a little more. We're not getting kicked out today, so we're good.
Wow.
We'll take our time getting wrapped up with
Real
this.
quick, I told Armand I would shout him out. If you guys haven't seen our interview on YouTube, you can check it out on our Twitter and Instagram. Check it out. We were interviewed by one of our good friends. You kind of see the background of how we started this show, really, and our ideas, future plans. Check out that if you haven't. Anything else, Kade?
Yeah, no, definitely check it out. I think you did a fantastic job with that. It was good getting our ideas and opinions out. I feel like it's important for people who get into podcasting and get into stuff like this to understand it's work. It's a time commitment. It's work. I mean, you look at us. We're putting in the work consistently every week, and it's just something where. Again, like I said, it's you've got to put in that work.
I like what you say, Kade. You said we're just having fun with it too, though. It's like this is fun.
Thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you just got to have fun with it. You can't be like setting yourself up with like thinking about you're going into a podcast or radio show and you're gonna get so many followers the first few days or whatnot. Like it's gonna be an absolute banger or whatnot. You know what I mean? Like can't have that mindset. Everything takes time. Like it's something that takes time. You got to put work in. But at the same time, I think, again, as I mentioned, the most important thing, have fun with it. Like, what's that? Like, if you're doing it for the popularity of all, that's not going to be, that you're not going to get anything fun out of that, So just have fun with it, make the best of it. Check out his YouTube video, though, his interview with us. It's a fantastic interview. We'll get the link back up on our social medias. But we thank you for joining us today. Wonderful Saturday, a wonderful playoff Saturday. We hope you have a wonderful Saturday. And also, just make sure that you guys vote on the social medias for Fit of the Week. I need to get myself back into it.
Bro's begging.
I was going to say, we're begging. Hey, we'll be back next Saturday. More playoff talk. Hope you guys have a wonderful Saturday.